Hey, my name is Indy. This is gonna be my first YouTube video going up, so I picked a good one, boys. I don't really know how to preface this, but basically, Colleen has done some fucked up shit. We're just gonna be giving a brief overview for those who don't know, and then reacting to that wonderful video right there. Basically, she had way too close of a relationship with her audience who was underage, such as sending them lingerie-ish items, some undergarments if you will, asking them about sexual activities in their life, oversharing her own, sharing that with people half your age. Moving on, she would make fun of fans with other fans and kind of took advantage of their willingness to help her, in their idolization over her, by promising to get them tickets or to hang out with them in exchange for them editing videos or thumbnails and all that fun stuff. Please go watch Adam's video on this. As an actual victim of the situation, they go into depth and they actually talk about this, and my heart goes out to them. I hope that was a good enough of an intro, because I have no idea what else to say about this situation. Okay, y'all, we're just gonna get into it. We're just gonna... It's hard for me to picture somebody seriously looking at a subject like child grooming and manipulation and thinking to themselves, I know how to solve this, and picking up a fucking ukulele. I'm gonna try to look past that. We're just gonna try to listen and look past just the most obvious ploy of this whole thing. We're just gonna kind of try and look past that. She's staring into my soul. I don't like it. You believe me, right? Okay, sorry, we're pausing a lot already. We're 30 seconds into the video and I've paused 3 times. What she's saying, I get, and let me explain. I understand the idea of things not necessarily having to be fully true, and more so just the idea of people latching onto the entertainment purposes of a situation. But in the situation that she's in, where people have literally come with texts and messages and videos of literal evidence, I don't know how or why she takes the route to say that it's just not true without showing us that it's not true. Yeah. I hate that so much. Why are you making this fun? This is not a fun subject. This is not a subject to be well, let's go. No. And I feel even this video within itself is catering to a younger audience, just with the fact that it's musical. It's not serious. It's fun. All aboard. I don't like it. Very ironic considering she was the one manipulating. It also was very problematic to be calling child grooming allegation toxic gossip, but pop off, I guess. Toxic gossip train. Rumors look like facts if you don't mind the gaps. Where are the gaps? Do you mind? Are they in the room with us right now? Do you mind showing me where the gaps are? Don't survive in the crash, but hey. This just screams woe is me. This just why?
Wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I could sing. He didn't say I couldn't sing! Yeah, and today I only want to talk about the facts.
I think we would all be very willing to listen to the facts if that is truly what she is wanting to provide. If she is wanting to provide just as much evidence and just as much substance as everybody else has been, I don't think people wanted to hate her. Nobody wanted to hate you. You just didn't make it very easy for them to like you. Like, we're like 2 minutes into the video.
Years ago, I used to message my fans, not in a creepy way, like a lot of people are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way.
Again, trying to make us feel bad for her. Love it.
I was just trying to get estimates in there. It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, and there's a weird aunt there just coming up to you and they're like, "Hey girl, what's the tea?" Or like, that was me. Getting group chats with my fans.
You're not related. In the comparison of like their aunt, they're related. There's a reason for them to be talking to each other. There's no reason for you to be texting these 13-year-old fans. That's not a reason to ask them what their favorite position is. It's not. If I had a daughter or a son and my sister or whatever asked them that, you know, we're not going over there anymore.
I poured my heart out to you because of that. I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but at the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there.
Okay, I feel like that is a step in the right direction of understanding that there should have been boundaries, but we still haven't heard her say, like, sorry.
There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was weird of me.
It was very weird of you, but it was more than weird. You're allowed to say that you were a little bit creepy. The things that you did were a little weird, like, and creepy. You're allowed to admit that if you're supposedly taking accountability. Like,
I haven't done that for years, see.
again, just instead of saying, hey, I did this thing and I'm sorry that I did it, it's, hey, I did this thing, but, like, I haven't done that in years, so, like, it's not my fault.
Because I changed my behavior,
I'd love to see it. Show us where. Like, I don't. And she's still staring into my soul.
That's not very interesting. So let's go on the toxic gossip train.
Just the fact that she thinks that she's slayed. You can tell in the way that she's freaking like, but that's not very interesting, is it? Really, no, you're giving us nothing.
Locomotives fueled.
Is she looking at lyrics? Hold up. Is she looking at lyrics in the corner?
On the toxic gossip train. Locomotives fueled.
She's like, I know this was rehearsed and I know that this was written, but if it's to the point where you literally still have to, is she looking at a script? It literally looks like she is looking at a fixed point and looking at a script.
Toxic gossip train.
Yep.
Locomotives fueled with hateful
That just screams, let me check my lyrics real quick.
locomotives fueled with hateful accusations. And that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die by him.
I don't think anybody's having fun is also the issue. Nobody enjoys growing up to find out that their childhood, like, idol was grooming them. That's not an enjoyable thing. Nobody's having fun with this information. Nobody wants you to be a bad person.
This is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes. It's something that I will continue to try to do. But
You're just proving a point, if anything, that you don't care about taking accountability because you're just so convinced that that's not what everybody's looking for and everybody's just out to get you that you just give up. I'm gonna have emotional support.
the goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise.
Again, not lies if they have actual receipts, but sure.
I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat.
It's giving musical theater kid, and I would know. She's the one dramatizing it. Like, she was like, you're dramatizing the demise, when they're literally just posting factual videos talking about the situation and being like, hey guys, this is what's happening in case you didn't know, because a lot of us didn't know. I have no other comment. I'm just gonna pet my cactus.
Yeah, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me. Bring out the daggers me from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my lonely little back.
Was that necessary? How, on a scale from 1 to 10, how necessary was that line? I think she was sitting there with her pen and paper and being like, if I don't mention my body, then what's the point?
I'm sure you're disappointed in my shitty little song. I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong.
So, are you taking accountability or are you not taking accountability? Because now you're saying that, like, what you did wasn't even, like, totally wrong. You're getting mixed messages here, Miss Ma'am.
Admitting to lies and rumors that you made up.
Again, how are you gonna say that they made it up when they literally have, like, evidence and messages from you?
Hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather around, cause we're about to attack. They're not based on facts, oh no.
Okay.
Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen. So shoot me down, click, the click, and there.
You're on the same playing field when it comes to that. You're making a video, they've made videos. The difference is that they've actually put time and effort into their videos of bringing evidence and talking about facts when all you've done is just complain about your life so far.
I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl in Rhyme Sings. You know the one, remember? She's PG-13.
PG-13. That is 13 years old. That is 5 years from the legal age in the US. That is not the time where you can start asking if they're a virgin.
I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see.
You know, you can physically see that they are younger. To the point where maybe at some point there should have been a thought of like, oh, maybe I should skip this joke, or maybe I shouldn't choose a 13-year-old girl. Like, yeah, they can choose to go to your show, but that does not mean that they're consenting to physically.
Have I made some jokes of poor taste? Yes. Have I made lots of dumb mistakes? Yes. Am I sad that there's a chance of the betrayal? Was my intention to manipulate?
Okay, so we got a glimpse of her taking a little bit of an accountable route of like, yes, I have done things, but she immediately just kind of backtracks that by saying, but I didn't do it on purpose, so it's not my fault. And that's like what this whole video has been. It's like, this thing happened, but you're lying about it, but also it happened and it was not my fault. Like, no, because at the end of the day, you still did it, and you should still apologize. Again, intentions does not mean actions. Like, it does not equate like that.
This is not what I already decided on that. Let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world call you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words a person can be called back in.
Again, very woe is me.
It doesn't matter that these things aren't true. Everyone just believes that you are the type of person who manipulates and abuses children.
No, it's not going to be a fun thing to get accused of, but at the end of the day, you did those things. And you have to accept that you did those things and not think that you're above it all. Is it just this whole video is just her thinking she's above it all and that, like, no, I would never do that, but she did. Whether it was intentional or not, at the end of the day, you did it. It happened.
I just want to say that the only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. Not a groomer.
I'm gonna need a minute after that one. It's not funny. What makes you think that you want to throw like, it's just not funny.
I'm not a predator, even though a lot of people think so, because 5 years ago I made a fart joke.
Again, in reference to her pulling a child on stage and spreading her legs to the point where her undergarments were showing, or I think she was wearing shorts, but still, under her skirt. Maybe choose not a child that is inappropriate clothing. If you know that that's the action you're going to be performing, you're downplaying a whole situation, and you're downplaying a lot of people's trauma by doing this. A lot of people struggle now because of your actions, and you are taking no responsibility for that.
You know, I know this video won't change anyone's mind about me. So it's important to come here.
You defended yourself a lot, took no accountability. Again, that's great, and I'm glad you didn't, but intentions don't equal actions. Again, woe is me, sure. That's great. You felt fine enough to write an entire song. Do you think maybe she did this just because she knows she's not getting out of it? Like, she knows that it's over for her, so she said, I'll get some views while I can. There's no way any part of her thought that this was a good idea. I hate that so much. I hate everything about that. The literal audacity to think that she is still greater than her audience and greater than those who are trying to get her to take accountability, to say, I think you're confused, let me help you out a bit there. Like, that's fucked up.
Sometimes people make a mistake, but it doesn't make them a horrible person. Whoa.
You're still sending a lot of mixed signals of, I did this, but it's all lies. Like, did you do it or not? Like, I'm so confused right now.
Sometimes people make a mistake, and you don't have to take that stick. Oh no. Twist it up and grind it, and add some lies to it, and pulverize it, and stab it with knives and ruin a life.
Can you, show us where people did that? People are feeling the way that they're feeling because of actions that you did, and you have done nothing to show that you did otherwise, and yet you're sitting here saying that you lied. I'm just saying the same thing over again because she's just saying the same thing over and over again. I don't know what else to say at this point. She's missing the part where she actually takes responsibility for the actions and the role that she played in the situation. This is not an apology, and I guess no part of this was meant to be an apology. She does not use the word apology, she doesn't use the word I'm sorry. None of this was meant to be an apology. This was just meant to be a defense. Here's a little summary for those who don't want to watch the full video. The toxic gossip train. I may have done some things, but it's not my fault. The toxic gossip train. Everybody's lying. I'm not the toxic gossip train. They may have receipts when I don't, but the truth is they're all facts. When I have Persian cats, you should feel bad for me, and hey, I hope you had some fun. But fuck me, right?